Mikey, Buddha, and William Waffles.
I don't drink soda.
Check
it out.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Check out the sound. Check out the sound. Check out the sound.
This is a good thing, like what to expect from our live podcast.
Oh, yeah. We had definitely an impromptu song or two.
Yeah, of course. Impromptu song or two. I like that. That's a shirt. Is that a shirt?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I'm pretty sure.
Welcome, everyone, to the Natural Habitat Podcast.
I didn't realize we were rolling.
What was that?
I'm just I'm fumbling.
Did you drop something?
Oh, yeah. Just go ahead and get back.
Oh, no.
Oh, good Lord. I'm just
Oh, no.
unleashing a path of chaos in my wake.
This thing's a mess out the gate. My name is Mikey Booyah.
My mic stand's still.
Oh, you're still adjusting that?
Yeah, I'm still getting.
Oh, okay.
Still getting it dialed in.
Get that in there. That's fine.
I don't even have my spectacles on.
Oh, man. You're going to need those. Yeah.
This is not what they can expect from our live podcast. We'll definitely have.
We'll be way more prepared. Yeah. Absolutely. Introduce yourself to the people.
Oh, God, goodness. I'm Awesome Ty.
And we have a big announcement today. Today we're talking about reality shifting. We're going to be getting down on that. But before that, we have in the works announcing now.
You want to say it or should I? You want to say it?
I was looking at the camera. Does it look like it's a little bit off to the side? Should I tilt it a little bit, you think?
I can't tell.
Does the sign look right in the center?
But it doesn't show the full frame in there.
No.
Right?
So yeah, I guess it doesn't matter, right? Fine, yeah, it's probably fine. God, what a fucking mess this thing is. Should we start it over?
I think it's only right.
I think we should. All right, yeah. So we'll go ahead and. All right.
Or no, you know what we do?
Huh.
We slide into a parallel reality where we didn't fuck up the entrance, and we're doing it now.
I really like
this.
That.
This is the Natural Habitat Podcast, and I'm Awesome Ty.
And I'm Mikey Booyah, and we have big news.
Huge.
Big news. We are planning a live podcast here in California. So if you live in California, you're stoked. If you don't, then now we're going to give you plenty of time to travel. Old California
plane tickets
way.
Are still cheap because of the pandemic. I don't know, but
or they'll have plenty of time to take a train.
Yeah, planes, trains, automobiles. You get here, you walk if you have to. Forrest Gump ran across the country. So can you.
And we are going to be doing a live in person at a venue podcast where we're going to be entertaining all of you fine folks.
That's still like a relatively new concept. Like, so instead of like consuming the podcast via, headphones or watching, like the YouTube video or just basically digitally watching or listening, you're going to actually like come and be in the same room with us and like be in on the jokes and then, laugh with us.
And then, the following week, that podcast will come out. Then you could listen to it. Remember how you were there.
You see yourself. You're a big TV star, YouTube star now. You're an influencer. Your life changes for the better.
And you listen for your laugh. That's one of the things that, I think that people could do. They could laugh. The harder you laugh at our show.
Yeah, exactly. The
more
it's going to pick up.
You'll be able to listen to it.
And you never know who else is going to be out. There could be like a big time movie exec that's as a frequent listener. He hears your laugh.
Yeah.
Or she hears your laugh. It could be a man or a woman.
Or they.
Yep. Someone hears your laugh and they're like, you know what? I'm going to make you a star. And your life changes just like that.
Yep. And they go, hey, Tommy, that laugh you've been looking for? Well, listen to this. And they hold out the phone.
And it's to the moon.
Yeah. Boom. Done. So, that is, an exciting thing.
It's going to be sweet.
We're going to have like this whole production. We're going to do a whole live thing. It's going to be a great night, a variety show, if you will.
Yeah, we're going to have some special guests. So, we haven't like thought it through thoroughly yet, but we're going to make it cool as fuck.
But this idea happened and it's totally possible. So we're going to do it. And I think that we are at that level because, ever since we talked to our listener and he told us that he had 250 friends, that really hit us, and we talk about it a lot off air. And we both have been trying to step up our friend count. And
Definitely.
I think that we're at the level to where we can get probably 30 to 40 people there.
Yeah, and for
which
like
is a great crowd.
for like a small like brewery or a coffee house or something like that. That's a good
That's a
turnout.
packed
for them.
house.
They're gonna be stoked. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking, maybe we charge $3, $4, maybe $5 a head if they'll let us, and they get the venue gets. We haven't worked it out yet.
Yeah, that's really
You don't
behind
need to
the,
know
that's
this.
behind
Really,
the scenes.
yeah,
stuff,
yeah. You
for
don't need to
sure.
be pocket watching us. Just like
Yeah.
chill,
Yeah,
chill.
man.
You just need to know that you're going to come. We'll give you a date and a location, and you show up and you have a good time.
So that's something that we're putting out there now to all of our listeners and people that live in the California area.
The greater California area.
Look out for it. And as soon as we let you know, you request the time off, you request the day after off.
Maybe you quit your job. Honestly, that's like a trend right now. Honestly, a lot of people are quitting their jobs, so you're not like really going to be out, out in it alone.
Yeah. So that's gonna be exciting. I'm stoked for that.
Yeah. What are you thinking? Like spring, maybe spring, summer?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Something around that midsummer.
Yeah.
They say.
Yeah, weather's nice. Everybody's feeling right. Maybe the women maybe they're coming in a bikini. I'm not saying you have to. I mean, you probably shouldn't.
Yeah, probably not.
I'm just saying, like I can picture it.
But maybe you could. Maybe you could. And maybe men can come in bikinis too. Like, remember Mankini?
Is that like the little Speedo thought? Like,
Mankini was like, he was from some TV show from the early 2000s. Maybe it was like the Man Show or something of that sort. And it was a man with a bikini top. He had like long hair. And he was Mankini. It was The Soup with Joel McHale. Did you ever watch The Soup?
Talk Soup formerly.
Yeah, formerly known as Talk Soup.
Yeah, I watched it when it was Talk Soup.
And then shifted into The Soup with Joel McHale and had a character Mankini. So maybe he'll come.
Yeah, he might. We could send out an invite. He's probably not up to much, so...
Yeah, I doubt that.
I think we should like invite just like any sort of like entertainer or like famous person that we can like track down an email address to.
The guest list is going to be fat.
Yeah, exactly. Whether or not they choose to attend is not really on us, but they're going to be invited.
And also, like I said, it's going to be a variety show. So if you have some sort of skill that you want to showcase or something.
Yeah, maybe like a contest or something.
Yeah, then you can come and you can perform it not only in front of the live audience, but to dozens of viewers online.
Yeah.
So that'll be great. That'll be good for you.
We'll judge and critique you and just kind of like, degrade you a little bit.
Yeah. So go ahead and hit us up. The email is Natural Habitat Podcast Live Upcoming Events at hotmail.com.
That's a phony email address.
That is a fun email address. You're right.
A phony email.
It's fun
address.
to say.
Why don't we give them like a real email address?
Well, Natural Habitat Podcast at gmail.com also works, but that gets rerouted to Natural Habitat Podcast Live Upcoming Events at hotmail.com.
Okay.
So either one works, and hit us up. We could work out some sort of audition process or something. Maybe that'll be an upcoming episode.
Like the term casting couch gets thrown around like it's a bad thing.
But it is a sort of a casting couch situation that we will be doing. Because, like you said earlier, we're going to be charging $3 to $4 to $5 a head.
Yeah.
And you are going to perform at this event and you are going to get paid nothing. So you will get fucked, much like the cast. Wait.
Like a casting. That's like a porn thing,
Hold on.
right?
How far are we in?
That I was referencing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Casting couch. Where they're like, hey, we're going to get you a job at a bunch of porn. You ever heard of Vivid? Well, you're going to work for Vivid. But first, we need you.
You gotta fuck this dude on this.
We need you to do an audition.
We need to see how you look on screen.
An autistic audition.
Screen
we got to
test.
see. We're going to send this in to the production companies, and it's an automatic win.
Now, we're not saying we're going to do any of this. Where there's no porn being made. We're just talking about the porn industry at large.
But you never know where society's going to be in 6 months when we do the show. So
It's
maybe
true.
there will be
It's
some live porn. It could be, the Prudists could be outed.
Yeah. I mean, like if Paso Robles changes a bunch of laws, then, or whatever city, I mean, like regarding public nudity and indecent exposure, sex in public, is that legal? No, probably not.
Probably not.
If all these laws are changed by,
I know in New York, you can women can go topless and stuff
Oh, really?
in the streets.
Maybe we'll do it in New York. Maybe we'll
Yeah, that would be
Natural
good.
Habitat podcast on the East Coast.
Goes to New York.
Goes to New York. Yep.
I like
Or
that.
Lost in New York.
Lost in New York. Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be good too. And just reshoot the whole thing. So that's exciting. And look out for that. Send us your auditions, and we will pick a winner to do that for free for us. But on to today's topic, which is, last week we were talking about slang. We were talking to our listeners, our younger listeners that were teaching us, a bow.
A bow, push and pee.
Push and pee, all that stuff. And we realized that the youth today they're on to shit, like the youth in every generation, they're on to it. The youth know what's up.
Yeah.
The boomers, they don't know anything.
Yeah, these fucking boomers, right?
Now we're millennials, so we're in between.
No, I don't really identify as a millennial anymore.
You're Gen Z?
I'm a Gen Zer.
Okay. See, I didn't want to say it, but I kind of feel the same way as you.
Yeah, you know, like that's what, and I feel like it's more of a mindset and where your heart's at than really any. I guess my heart's on this side, but where your heart's at, then
Your heart's in the middle, actually.
is it in the mid?
It's more towards the center than it is on the left.
Okay.
This is but that's where your artery pumps out on the side of your heart. So that's where the thumping is, that's where you feel it.
Yeah.
And that was our science segment. So we'll play the science theme song again after that. And then, so the youth, they're out here.
Yeah, there's children.
Yeah, there's children. They know what's up. And the newest trend on, where all the trends come from, which is TikTok.
Yeah.
The newest trend on TikTok is reality shifting. Now, this is exciting because this is something that...
Yeah, this is like some Rick and Morty Futurama shit.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, I didn't realize we had developed the technology for this.
So, reality shifting mixes actual quantum mechanics with a Mandela effect type alternate universe, alternate timeline kind of thing.
So, yeah, it's traveling between different realities and world,
Yeah. So it's like an astral projection.
I mean, it's basically Rick and Morty. It's,
you go through a portal and yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's duly noted that this becomes a trend when there's a show on TV where every week they're traveling through a metaverse.
Oh, wait. Screen record engaged.
Activate.
I forgot to set up screen recording. We're going to need that. I also just started it cold. I didn't do any sort of,
This is a weird episode.
Yeah, I didn't do an audio engage like I normally do. I just kind of started it, checked the levels, and then I just kept it recording for whatever reason. So, yeah, man, but we're in it. We shifted, remember?
Yeah. Should we shift right now to just a slightly different reality where we have
where it's a little better?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to close our eyes. We're going to imagine a stairway. We're climbing up a stairway. We're feeling relaxed. We're focusing on this place where the podcast is a little bit better. We're both a little bit more on. We're just more entertaining.
Should I be moving my head around?
If you want, you can look around the staircase. Are you in the staircase still?
I just meant physically. Should I be still? Or should I be moving my arms and head around?
You can move. You can get limber. I mean, it's really up to you.
All right.
That's that's one of the things I found out about reality shifting is that it's up to you. You do whatever you want. And you're walking up the stairs. We're walking up the stairs. We're looking at this door at the top of the stairs. And through that door is this other universe that's very, very similar to our universe. But it's just a little better. And we open the door. We come out. And here we are.
Yeah.
We did it. We shifted.
Much better episode now.
Yeah.
I'm glad we did that.
So, shifting, there's some terms that people are going to want to learn. And those terms are CR.
Can we get a little more context? Like, where did this like originate from? Like,
okay. So this came from one girl. I remember seeing this video. Someone had shared it on Facebook. And there was one girl who I couldn't find the original video, but she said something along the lines of, I just spent all day at Hogwarts. Take me back. I don't want to be in this reality. And then that, for whatever reason, blew up because people were like, what the fuck, Hogwarts? Like maybe she went to
Universal Studios. Yeah, that's
right?
what I was thinking.
And then she's nowhere near Universal. So people go to her page, and her page is all about reality shifting. So all of the science behind reality shifting, if you want to call it that, comes from this one girl's TikTok. There's not a bunch of experts. There's not a convention full of people.
Right. It's not
There's
even
one girl.
They don't even have like the flat earth science. You know what I mean? Like the pseudo science. There's just no logic.
No Reddit dedicated to it.
Yeah. Because like that's gonna,
at the time this releases,
they're gonna like reverse engineer some sort of fake science. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. So this all started from this one girl who claimed to have done it. Her video went viral, got millions of views. Everybody went to her page and got the blueprints from her page.
Can we get her page up?
No, that's what I couldn't find the original post because it's been muddied up by so many girls that posted that they reality shifted to fucking Hogwarts. It's all of them.
Fuck.
Because they're all going to Hogwarts. Like for whatever reason, which I think we should do. We should go see what the big hubbub is about. The Hogwarts hubbub.
I've always thought the whole Harry Potter franchise was just grossly overrated.
Yeah? Not a fan?
I can't stand it. The only thing I've really like thoroughly enjoyed was the Nintendo 64 Quidditch game.
That does sound fun.
Where you fly around on a broom and like play whatever the game is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was lit.
I don't think I ever played that. But maybe I have like a vague memory of that, but maybe it's just the movie. Maybe it's just the scene from the movie that I'm thinking of. Because it was so like poor computer graphics from back in the day.
Right.
But I know that I stopped watching the movies after a couple. But I read the books by necessity because I was in juvenile hall, which is a place where they send
sure. Oh man, I bet those
autistic
those are
kids.
probably dope in juvenile hall.
They're
you know
big.
what I mean? Like books, fuck.
I grabbed the biggest book.
Like a decent book.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I literally grabbed the biggest book I could find because I was going to be locked in a room so I didn't want to get a little skinny book. I got the big one, which was Harry Potter. And then I was like, stuck on those for that.
I mean, you're in jail. You can get into it.
But then I stopped reading the books too. Like the last 2 books I didn't read.
Were you out of jail?
Yeah.
Yeah, see.
Which is, yeah. But I did leave jail and read a couple books out of jail. Like I think I only read the first book in juvie.
I never read the books. I've seen never sat down and like chosen to watch the movie. Like I've probably caught, like enough of it section by section just from it being on, like at least a couple of them. But,
the books are pretty lit. But after a while, after like the 4th one came out and then it was super big, then it's like, it's impossible to write at that point. Once everybody's onto it and everybody's waiting for the next book, like, what do you do?
See,
obviously you're going to choke.
Honestly, I think what it was is they came along right at the time where like I was, like becoming a teenager and it was like, that's for geeks or kids. Yeah. And I just wanted no part of it. I was trying to read, like books about, doing acid. And did you ever read the electric Kool-Aid acid test?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
And Pure Sunshine. I want to say that we just had this conversation actually, maybe last week.
Rule of the Bone. That was another.
Yeah, Rule of the Bone. Yeah, drug books were cool. Yeah, I remember I would get my hands on those in school, and I would be like, "Oh, they don't know what it says in here."
Yeah.
So yeah, all of this started from that girl's TikTok, and I want to say that she's the one that coined the phrases CR, which is your current reality, which is where we were previously.
It also stands for Colorado Rockies.
Also stands for the Rockies.
MLB team.
Famous from Coors Light cans.
Yeah.
Coors Light.
Sure.
They have the Rockies on them and they turn blue.
Well, I was talking about that. There's a baseball team too, but yeah, there are literally Colorado Rockies. I guess that's where the baseball name probably came from.
Not the Rockies.
But, I mean, they might have named the mountains after no.
After the baseball team?
Timeline doesn't add up on that.
You think the baseball team was around before the mountains?
I just said the timeline doesn't add up. I had to do the math.
Well, they could have been made by a recent natural thing. You know?
Yeah, like a
You hear this crackle?
Avalanche?
Is there a crackle?
There's like a slight crackle. Oh man, are we gonna have to slide again? I feel like every time we slide, like a part of me dies, and I become
we leave a piece of ourselves.
Yeah, like I'm becoming like it's like the Back to the Future photo.
But that's what when you die and all the DMT releases in your brain, and you go through that tunnel. What it is you're going backwards through all of the different universes that you've been in. You're gathering up all those pieces of yourself that you left behind.
Oh, okay.
Then you can die. That's why they call it dying at peace, rest in peace, because you're going to get all the pieces.
Oh, okay. I always thought you just rest peacefully.
Nope. It's rest in peace because of pieces, because of quantum mechanics, and because of reality shifting, obviously.
Sick.
Then you got your WR, which is your waiting. Is there a crackle?
Yeah. The crackles get...
Yeah. There's a crackle.
Man.
Where the hell is it coming from?
See, sometimes you think you're going to like a better reality, and it turns out to be
We might have to shift again.
No.
Because this universe is crackly, dude.
But this was supposed to be the better universe.
Well, it was better, actually. Like, the content was better, but the audio quality is worse. So we can go to one where the audio and the content are better. The
This is going to be like one of those things where you have to be like ultra specific. Otherwise, like you're going to...
It's like a monkey paw.
You're going to... I mean, you're going to be like, I want to go to a reality where KFC still has the tender roast sandwich, which was delicious. Fantastic sandwich. You get there and, tender roast is back, but dinosaurs are also back too.
Yeah.
And you're being eaten by
and KFC's closed. But they have the sandwich.
Yeah.
They make it.
But they're just always closed.
They're closed. Yeah. For some reason.
So you have to, and that's got to be tedious because, how can you detail every possible scenario that you want?
Yeah. So
you got to be careful.
What is it? The tender roast sandwich?
Oh, the tender roast. Yeah.
I don't even know if I had that.
Oh, it was so good.
All right. So I think we're going to have to shift.
I want a fucking tender roast. You want to go get a tender roast?
Yeah. Let's shift to a reality where audio is better.
Audio's better.
Content is even better.
KFC is open.
KFC's open.
And has the tender roast sandwich and the twister. The fucking twister.
And they deliver.
Some KFCs still have the twister, which is bullshit.
That's like the wrap, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit was good. Okay. So we're going to go to our...
No dinosaurs, please.
No dinosaurs. So that's perfect. That's where we're going right now is our WR, our waiting room, which is our staircase. Okay. So we're back in our staircase. All right. We're headed up, walking up the stairs to this door. Beyond this door, we have a world where the audio is better.
You see what I'm doing with my fingers? This is what I'm going to do when I'm sliding. I'm like a forward pointing, like, go.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So we are walking up the stairs. We're pushing up. Beyond this door, audio's better. Quality's better.
KFC.
Open. Tender roast sandwich.
Available.
Twister.
Available.
Dinosaurs.
Extinct.
KFC delivers. You ready?
Oh, I'm so ready.
Let's open that door. And here we are. We shifted. So
I'm just going to hop on Uber Eats.
Yeah,
here.
get that delivery in for sure. So our waiting room, which is the stairs, it could be whatever you want, whatever your waiting room to be, whatever you want it to be, whatever makes you feel comfortable and
KFC
safe.
app right here.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
And then you have your DR, which is where we are now, baby. The desired reality. And this is literally anything you want. Like you saw, we just shifted to a reality where, do they have it? Is it on there? Is it on the app, or your face is doing a thing?
Yeah, it's probably on the menu and it's just not on the app yet. Because obviously, like, the app wouldn't, on my phone, like, the app's not going to update. So I'm going to still.
Your phone doesn't shift.
Yeah.
Your phone's still in your CR.
Of course. So I would have to go out and get a new phone in this reality.
Yeah. You have to get a new phone for sure. But once you did, you might even be able to like just delete the app and then re-download it in this reality. Yeah. That might work too.
Or I might actually have to do like a just like
update,
or like a full like a reinstall of my iOS.
Yeah, there could be a DR update for your whole phone, which that would be cool. And eventually, I think once this catches on, once reality shifting, they're gonna have to do that for sure.
I mean, it's probably already in development, but
yeah, the phone of 10 years is made whatever. I don't know, whatever I said last week. So, another big term in this community is scripting, which is what we did.
What we just did, like where we said no dinosaur. Yeah.
Because something that they really stress in a lot of these tutorials and stuff is that whatever happens in this DR, this desired reality that you're going to, doesn't affect your current reality. They're separate. So you can't get hurt. You can't die. You could just leave whenever you want and go back to your current reality. I don't know how to go back yet.
But as time passes, what's playing out in your current reality? And
okay,
there's a lot of questions.
Look, I have answers. All right.
Okay.
So there is a time flux that you can choose. So you can make, a minute in your current reality be a week in your desired reality. So for every week that we're living this, it's only 1 minute. In your other reality.
And during that minute, like, am I just like comatose in this reality? Am I just like convulsing? I'm asleep? Oh, yeah. Okay. So this maybe takes place. You do it in your like at bedtime.
Yeah, you do it in bed.
Okay.
And that's actually one of the keys that we'll go over here. We have 10 tips to reality shifting from this gentleman, and one of them is it's good to do it like early morning or late night when you're sleepy, when you're more susceptible to, they're probably dreaming. Like,
oh, I mean, not even that. They're just lying. This is lying.
Yeah. But that's what I would have said if I didn't experience this myself. We just shifted.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%.
So scripting is a big thing because they also stress that if you don't script, then you might go somewhere dangerous.
Well, it's exactly like we just explained. Like the more detailed you are, the more bases you cover. Essentially, you know what I mean. Like
the monkey's
you're not going to be able to script every possible scenario of your death. You know what I mean. There's a million ways you can die, or like
there's 1,000 ways to die.
No,
the TV show is 1,000 ways to die.
There's 1,000 ways you can die, and there's probably a million ways things can go wrong for you.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be able to eliminate all those, but you just want to give yourself like the best possible. And I think no dinosaurs is always going to be like a staple for your script.
And you want to set up these parameters, but you don't want to script what's going to happen in your world. Like right now, like in your current reality, you don't script the world. You're not going to be like, oh, in 20 minutes, I'm going to fall down the stairs. You just fall down the stairs. You don't plan things out. You don't script it.
Yeah.
Chaos happens and you embrace the chaos.
You're setting up guidelines essentially, right? Like
you're like a guardian on the Oculus.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So for some reason you can't get hurt, but you also don't want to go somewhere dangerous.
Now, can you hurt someone?
Yes. So if you kill, maim, or disfigure anybody in your DR, that stays with them, but you can leave and take you and your DNA back to your CR, and you won't have any cuts or bruises or anything from them.
Oh, all right.
If they're like fighting back for their life or whatever.
Right. So, okay.
You could also take someone back to your WR, your waiting room, and leave them there.
And then would they be stuck there
Yes.
for life, for
Yes.
eternity?
So
and would they ever die?
So you can't get stuck there, but you could trap people there, and depending on the time flux that you use, they could die, they could not die, you know, who knows?
So you could trap somebody in a waiting room for all of eternity.
Yes.
That's like that's like God level shit.
Yeah.
That's nobody should have that power.
This is God power. That's what this is.
What the fuck? How did we not know about this?
We do now.
I mean, I'm still a little bit skeptical, to be honest.
Thanks to Nicholas Black. This guy's out here. He's out here preaching the truth. This is one of the
Isn't that Roach Clip's name?
one of the
Isn't lucid
Nicholas
dreaming,
Black?
but is instead something called a transliminal experience. Transliminal experiences occur when awake and are most common when the mind is in a soothed state. For example, upon waking and before falling asleep, she explains. The instructions for shifting that abound on social media include being half asleep as a start point.
So you take like an Ambien or something, and you like try to stay up. Yeah.
What the heck is the crackling? You hear that?
Yeah.
Computer, can you hear that crackling noise?
Thanks for letting me know.
No, you're not making the noise, computer. It's not you. Are you making the noise? Computer, are you making the crackling noise?
I'm not sure.
You are.
You
You're
fucking
not sure?
dick. 100% it's you.
Computer, what reality are you in?
I don't know that one.
Computer, what do you know about reality shifting?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, put simply, the practice of shifting realities entails shifting your consciousness from your current experience, i.e. current reality, CR, to another reality, typically your desired reality, DR. Did that answer your question?
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
that kind of checks out with what we just learned.
Yeah. So,
Thanks for your feedback.
You're welcome.
So, this guy's out here. This is also another expert right here. We got
Oh, she's for sure an expert on this.
Jamba Smurf. She's out here
So I
teaching
highly
people.
recommend it.
Yeah, I'd like to hear her explanation.
Or
Of
if you're even watching this video, you should be doing the sleeping version. But as you progressively
Oh,
become
oh.
more advanced, you were able to
some jump cuts. I'm not liking the like what did she cut?
and like, no.
What did she cut? Is she like withholding information with these jump cuts?
Should go naturally. Time ratios. Time ratio is saying how many hours.
There we go. That's better, right?
Minutes, how much time in your CR is going to be.
Okay.
You're
So,
able to create that time ratio in advance.
so she's kind of just laying
It's
out.
the second level. The second level could be, for example, Hogwarts, or let's say
Hogwarts again.
A loose example. For example, Hogwarts. I'm turning him down.
Yeah, computer,
She's
you
off.
haven't given us any useful information today anyway, so honestly, you can just pipe down.
So, we got her, and then we have our main guy that's going to teach us the 10 reality shifting tips for beginners. And this is, a 35-year-old guy that is capitalizing on this, these children's TikTok trends. And, his name is, something, lucid dreaming experience on YouTube. And he's going to teach us the 10
I'm going to
tips.
give you some tips on reality shifting. I'm not going to give you any
It's a
fluff.
phony accent.
I think a lot of the
Yeah,
videos about reality shifting have too much.
I am
kind
not
of,
buying that accent.
Small
One
talk.
bit.
Okay, so tip 1. You don't need to hold anything back when you have reality
That's a
shifting.
fake
You don't need
accent.
to,
That's a fake
avoid
accent. I can
telling
do a
people.
better
You can
Brit
tell
than
people
that.
you shifted. That's absolutely fine. It's not like in a lucid dream where if you tell people, I'm lucid, it's going to collapse the dream. If you've already reality shifted, your consciousness is there. It's going to be quite hard to be pulled back to your current reality.
Damn, that is a fake accent.
Dude, that's what like I can't even like listen to what he's saying because I'm like, dude, that's a fake fucking accent.
That is a fake
That's
accent.
a fake accent.
Have shifted your consciousness. The next one is that when you write your scripts, and they don't have to be paper scripts, by the way, they can just be an intention in your mind.
that's a fucking
but when you
fake
write them, they need to
accent.
be pretty specific.
I know. Now, okay. I want to go. He's just going to teach us all the things that we already learned. So what we're going to do is we're going to check up his YouTube channel on the Wayback Machine and see what he used to be and see if he had an accent in his old videos.
One video, you'll be able to lucid dream more reliably, more often than 90% of the people out there.
Because I mean, I get what he's trying to do. Like British people, like like when you want like a smart sounding accent, you go to like a British accent.
That's what an expert is going to sound like.
I studied at Cambridge.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, because now that you say that, this shit is not real whatsoever. Okay, we got some activity in 2016.
What are you doing in 2016, bud? 8 years ago.
Which was the
6
beginning
years
of
ago.
his channel. One snapshot at 4 a.m. Some fucking internet detective out here. Some Bob Depperschmidt. He's taking screenshots at 4 a.m. Okay, teaching the world to lucid dream one video at a time. Teach me to control your dreams. Here's a Patreon ebook. Okay.
Well, I'm calling bullshit on his accent. I don't know what else he's talking about, but he's got. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, what's the top tier? What's the top tier get us? That's that $75 go
75
per month.
private WhatsApp.
That's not a
group.
one-time fee. That is monthly.
And this is also limited.
It's basically like you can either have like cable and internet, or you can have premium membership to what is this?
WhatsApp
HowToLucid.com.
Yeah, How to Lucid. And this reward is only that price because of the time it would take me to reply to messages and constantly check this. Also, this is my personal contact information. I don't want time wasters in this group. Hope you understand. It'll give you daily tips and answers to your questions and a direct way of contacting me.
Direct in all caps. So like why is it all caps? What do you think that implies? Do you think like that's like a...
Well, there's 7...
what?
Limited, 1 remaining. How many do you think there were?
I like that there's only 2 disposable income ones left. Do you think that like there were more than that? Do you think that anybody has signed up for any of these like tiers like above the basic?
Not.
Does it show that? They can hide that, right? Because that would be embarrassing if you can't hide that.
So this is this is what it used to be.
Oh man, dude, this guy's can we get this guy's like social? Who is this guy? This guy's like a fucking grifter.
And then this is what it is now. Oh, he switched it.
Oh, he switched it over to...
he switched it because he's pretending to be British now. So he switched it to pounds. That's proof. That's proof. That's enough proof for me, dude.
He absolutely did.
That is enough proof for me.
He did. What the fuck? Man.
Fucking busted, dog.
Steph.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to go back to this because I want to say that it gave me... Here, what's his first video on here?
Well, there's one that's 3 years ago.
Here, let's go. Oh, whoops. I accidentally hit play all.
He's like that fucking the guy from Something About Mary, the crippled guy. And he had a British accent, and he turns out to be just
the architect or whatever.
Turns out to be like a pizza guy.
Mm-hmm. So date added oldest. So his oldest video is 7 years ago, which is what, 2016?
Yeah, so maybe there's like a narration on this or something.
Okay, so welcome to the first video of How to Lucid,
I'm still saying
the new YouTube
whatever.
channel, and today we're going to be talking about
It's different
the
fake.
3 most important things for learning how to lucid dream. So the first one right here.
I'm going to go ahead and say that this dollars to pounds is enough.
Yeah.
For me.
We've exposed a fraud on this episode, which is cool.
Yeah. And that also, let's point out that that is only in this desired reality that we went to, which is fake. This is not a real reality.
I mean, there's a reality where he is British.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like...
So the current reality where you're in...
It's kind of muddied here.
Yeah, God knows what's happening there. And that actually, reality shifting would save us from everything. From slander.
like all your problems.
We reality shift at the beginning of every episode. We could say whatever we want. None of it applies in the reality that we're going to be releasing the episode in.
But, I mean, that would be a lot of scripting. A lot of scripting to, like, have to prevent like a dinosaur
And
reality.
I hate scripted podcasts, too. It's the worst.
Right.
Like, I remember... do you remember Theo Vaughn and Brendan Schaub had a podcast for a while, The King and the Sting? You ever heard that? You ever heard of that?
I did a largely scripted podcast. I take offense to that.
Did you? What? Awesome Times running for mayor?
No.
What?
I had my own podcast for a while.
What scripted podcast? Unsolicited opinions?
Yeah.
Oh, and it was fully scripted?
Not fully scripted, but
you had
parts
like
of
bullet points and stuff and like some rants.
Yeah, more or less. But I had some scripted parts.
Yeah, there was this episode of King and the Sting where they accidentally showed the wrong screen when they did a screen share, and it showed
It's just like a teleprompter.
it showed like this screen instead of that screen or whatever, and it had notes and it had like punchlines and punch ups for their jokes. So they had like a topic that they were going to be bringing up, and then underneath the topic name, it had like 8 different jokes that they were like supposed to say off the cuff that were just like something that they came up with funny in the moment, but they had it all written out by God knows who.
Like what?
And it exposed them.
Yeah. I feel like those ones, I mean, I don't know. A podcast is supposed to be organic, right?
Yeah, and it kind of takes away from people that do organic podcasts.
And like mine was a one-man podcast. You know what I mean? Like it was literally just me. So I feel like there's a little bit like...
And that was a great podcast. There's still episodes out there.
Solid podcast. I wish I had all the episodes still, but I digress. But yeah, like for 2 people, like that's like a fake banter. You know what I mean? Like a fake conversation. So
yeah. And then...
what do you think our listeners think about this? Like, should we see if maybe we have any listeners that have experienced or shifted to a different reality?
Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's find out.
Again, we're gonna have this live podcast coming up. So instead of having to communicate with us through Omegle, like strangers, you're gonna be able to come and. Hey, did he shoot us the bird? He's shooting us the bird, little.
Hey,
gang.
Have you guys ever reality shifted? All right.
Teens.
Yeah, it's like they fucking now that we did this thing with the TikTok stuff, all these kids are listening to the podcast now, and it's like a whole fucking, they're wild.
That guy's old.
Thank you for tuning into the Natural Habitat podcast.
Everybody dance now. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody dance now.
Wait.
Boom, boom, boom.
Are you guys selling this on the dark web?
No.
Everybody dance now.
Thank you for tuning into the Natural Habitat podcast. Today we're talking about reality shifting. Have you ever reality shifted?
No.
Have you heard of reality shifting?
Are you up on this trend?
No. Never heard of it.
So reality shifting is, I mean, we kind of just explained it.
I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Like, like the metaverse, like Slider. Remember Sliders?
or Quantum Leap?
Do you remember either of those shows from the 90s?
No.
You
I'm not
don't?
that old.
This guy said no in the chat and has
All right,
just
well they're
constantly
both
said
on
no
they're
to
both
us.
on the streaming platforms. You could do
It's like, why listen to the show and then say no over and over again? Like, I was not cooperative. Everybody out there that's listening live, you can hop into the
Should
chat
we
now.
pop up your webcam to the ceiling to
To mimic the thing? Yeah, that's actually a great idea. Thank you for tuning into the Natural Habitat Podcast. Today we're talking about reality shifting. Have you ever reality shifted?
No.
Are you familiar with the trend? Do you know what we're talking about?
No, what does that mean?
So it's when you focus on shifting from one reality to another one. It's like Mandela effect.
Remember that show
quantum
Sliders?
physics kind of thing.
Sliders?
You remember Quantum Leap?
From the 90s?
Sliders.
Sliders with Jerry O'Connell?
Don't you dare shoot me. I swear.
Wait, what? What?
Shoot.
Don't you dare.
Is she dead? Oh my God, did we just watch a person
Dude, what the fuck? That was weird.
This is a dark place.
Hey, you guys remember Sliders? No, they definitely don't.
Thank you for Was that just a naked guy?
No, I think he had clothing.
Thank you for tuning into the Natural Habitat Podcast. Do you remember Sliders?
Huh?
Sliders with Jerry O'Connell. Ask him Rick and Morty. Hey, have you seen Rick and Morty?
Of course I've seen Rick and Morty.
So you know what like the metaverse is? Have you ever traveled between like parallel universes or like, you know, from one reality to another? We're trying to get some information about that. It's like a trend right now.
I have had sort of weird experiences on drugs, I guess.
That actually would count. It's like shifting
Yeah.
from
Oh,
one
absolutely,
universe to
that
another.
counts. That's-
Reality shifting. You're shifting realities.
So this is like an actual trend right now with like teens on TikTok, and we're talking about it on our podcast right now, and we're trying to get some information from anybody that knows anything because we're trying to make sense of it ourselves. But this is an actual trend right now.
So there's research that suggests that we actually hallucinate our reality.
Yeah.
Because we actually produce DMT in our pineal gland in the center of our brain.
That's why, and it all releases
So
when you die.
Experience inside yourself can be real for you, you know, and you could be in a different, you know,
I think we're talking to a shifter here.
dimension.
Okay.
Well, I think that's very poignant.
I mean,
It's
like
beautiful.
that's the most science I've heard all day. So
Yeah.
thank you very much for that. That was very helpful.
Yeah, thanks for clearing it up, man, and thanks for listening to the Natural Habitat Podcast. We love you. That guy was good. Cool.
Yeah, that was great.
We got it. We did it.
So- oh no. Let's get.
Oh my God.
that mustache, dude.
Thank you for
That is
tuning
fucking
in
sick mustache.
and bringing that mustache to the Natural Habitat Podcast. Today we're talking
Guests are
about
killing it
reality shifting. And I mean, I hope you're just me in a different reality where I have better hair and a better mustache. What's your name?
Thank you. Sumit.
Well, thank you
From
for
India.
tuning in. Thank you for watching. Have you ever heard of reality shifting?
No, sir.
So, it's like, have you heard of the Mandela effect?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
So that was good. That was a great mustache, great
He
conversation.
said, I don't have any time for that.
Hey, have you seen Sliders?
We saw, Natural Habitat Podcast. We saw a girl. I think she might not be okay. She said,
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
she said, don't shoot
Why?
me.
Yeah,
But
like
it could have been-
right before
it could have
she
been
switched
a kid
it.
with a Nerf gun, but I mean,
Yeah, like right before she switched, she was like, "Don't shoot me," and
Yeah.
we're like, "What the fuck?"
So today we're talking about reality shifting. Have you heard of reality shifting?
No.
So this is a new trend on TikTok where people are shifting from one reality to another one, either a made up one that has to do with Hogwarts.
It's like
remember Hogwarts?
It's like a bad episode of Rick and Morty.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah. So you shift to, it's like a Rick and Morty reality shift thing.
Yeah.
So look it up. Try it out.
Yeah, we're highly recommending it.
Thanks for tuning in. All right, I'm out of here.
Bye.
There's too many kids on today.
That was good.
Yeah. So,
but dude, like, what do you think that British guy is on there doing, though, dude? Like, oh man.
Should we subscribe to his Patreon, the $1 tier?
No, not that. No, the British guy we talked to.
Oh, the guy that's all fucking talking about how he did drugs and
like,
went. Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah,
that was
because he isn't doing a podcast. You know, there's a lot of teens.
No. Yeah, that is kind of weird. Also, we should say if you are getting into reality shifting, stay away from amino apps.
Stay away from social media altogether. Like really, like, you know, especially in your adolescence, you know, like your hormones are developing at the same time as your brain, and nothing is really like all quite there yet.
Yeah.
So just wait it out. Wait till you're 25 or so, and then really do like a
lean in.
Yeah. Then like, you know, like evaluate all your options. And if reality shifting is the best route, then go that way. But you know, in your teens, man, just let your CR play out. Let your CR play out. And then, you know, maybe think about the WR, you know, when you're 25 or so.
Yeah. In your 20s, WR, then you go DR.
That's the time to experiment, baby.
Plus, you need high school plus 8 years of college to be a doctor.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
DR, right?
Exactly.
You get it, desired reality.
Any of these degrees that you get, they're going to definitely like roll over into the next universe. So you're going to want to make sure you have at least like a GED.
So, the British guy that we talked to just a second ago, that was creeping around, on our
the DMT
listener
guy,
chat,
it's fucking Joe Rogan.
He sent me a message already. He already emailed the podcast. And
Are you serious?
And he sent me a message, and he's kind of explaining it some more. So we'll leave everyone with this thought. He says, theorizing that one can time travel within his own lifetime.
He really sent this?
Dr. Sam Beckett, which I guess is him, stepped into the quantum accelerator and vanished. He awoke to find himself trapped in the past, facing mirror images that were not his own, and driven by an unknown force to change history for the better. His only guide in this journey is Al, an observer, or that could be AI, I don't know. An observer from his own time who appears in the form of a hologram that only Sam could see.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I see what you're doing.
You get it?
The hypnosis of quantum leap?
Yeah. Well, it's like the whole intro. The intro was just a lady talking.
Okay. I don't remember it.
And she said this, and that guy sent it to us. This is the joke. We'll see you next week. What was that noise? You hear that?
Let's get out of this reality.
Oh, yeah. We got to go back to fucking
we got to go
CR, dude.
CR? How do we
I don't
get
know
home?
how to get back.
How do we get back?
And nobody says how to get back. None of these videos
Are you serious?
or tips, nobody says how to get back.
So it's not just like do the same, like
maybe we go to sleep because we went to sleep to get here.
I mean, yeah, like
in theory.
Couldn't we just like script our CR?
It's too late. It's too late to script. We script in our.
Well, we're leaving with a real conundrum this week, a real cliffhanger.
Hopefully, we'll see you next week. We'll do. Are you doing a Nardwar where you look at the camera? Yeah.
Natural Habitat Recordings.